Yeah. Okay. We've been walking for maybe 30 minutes. You should see how fast Belanaya walks. He's a runner, a jogger, and you also bicycle. Let's do a cycle. Okay. Where they grind the onions. Yeah. Ah, okay. So you earlier in the morning you bought the onions. Yeah. And then you had them ground here. Okay, so onions are one of the most, along with the chicken, are one of the most essential ingredients for dorowat. And Bella, he bought onions early in the morning, and then he brought them to this house to have them ground. 5 kilos of the red onions, and as soon as she's blending it like in this giant pot, and then as soon as she opened that lid, you can just smell that aroma of onions. It smells so good. That's a bag full of fresh, juicy ground onions. They smell incredible, and I think now we're heading to Bella's house. Hello, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Okay, we just made it to Bella and Mary's house, and they're going to do the cooking on the balcony. But man, that was a very brisk walk. I actually broke a sweat for the first time in Addis Ababa. Hello. Hello. That hair is amazing. Yeah. The first step, we put all the onions into the pan. And it's really juicy, but that's all just juice and water from the onions that's going to simmer down. I have the privilege to hang out with Goddess right now as Dad went to go run some errands, and Mom she is starting the charcoal fire because cooking dorowat over charcoal. That hair is amazing. Something to let you know about dorowat. Again, as I mentioned before, doro means chicken, and wat means stew in Amharic, and so the combination is chicken stew, and it's not an everyday dish in Ethiopia. Although you can get it at restaurants, the best versions you'll find are home cooked, and it's typically only cooked on very special occasions like Easter or New Year's, and so it's a really significant Ethiopian food in the culture. And also, partly that's because it takes so long to cook and prepare. You have to buy a chicken, and it's always made from a whole chicken all the way from the beginning. The onions have to be cooked down. It takes hours and hours to prepare. And, Bella is sharpening the knife. Okay. And by the way, we're just on the back side of the airport here, so every now and then planes go past. We're pretty close, but the chicken is well underway. Hot water is used so that the feathers come off, and then you can pluck all the feathers off the chicken.
I'm going to aim, okay, this to have a nice air inside, just for free.
The whole fire. Yeah. A technique I've never seen before.
Ask them for job. See?
Oh yeah.
Something aim, right?
This is a chicken technique that I've never seen before, but now they're just cleaning it out. I'm just watching in awe the different steps. But yeah, that is definitely a balloon of chicken right now.
And this is okay flaming.
Yes. Okay.
It's going to that flaming. Okay, remove that.
Kind of just burn off the rest of those little stubble hairs from the skin, but it's still a balloon.
The next step, which is okay, this powder is okay. Going to just make it clear.
Okay. Oh, what is the powder?
The powder which is bean powder.
Oh, like shiro.
Yes, shiro.
Shiro. And that's just for cleaning though also? So it has to be very clean.
Yeah.
That is very important. And Bella and his wife are not taking any shortcuts. They're doing everything the traditional way here. Another very interesting part of making dorowat and preparing a chicken in Ethiopia is the cutting of the chicken and into the pieces, which there's going to be 12 pieces which represent the 12 apostles. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like the whole skin comes off. Yeah. And so the whole skin is supposed to come off in one piece.
Yes.
So you have all the 12 pieces now.
Yeah, everything is for you.
Yes, full.
Drumstick thigh, the back,
Right?
the breast.
6. This is
Oh, yeah.
with the 2,
Okay.
7. 8,
What it is here from
9,
the neck,
10, 11,
11, and that's like the inside carcass.
Yeah.
Cool. Very good job. That takes some practice. You need some experience to do that, but that's the process of eating and cooking and preparing a chicken in Ethiopia.
It smells so good.
The onions are still simmering. They've probably been simmering for about an hour now, but the aroma is incredible. And this color has started to change to almost a pinkish color. And they're simmering down. They're fully wilted. And another part of the... So you have all the 12 pieces now.
Yeah. Which is
yes,
Drumstick,
9,
breast.
6, with the
Okay.
7, 8, 9,
The neck,
10, 11,
11, and that's like the inside carcass.
Yeah.
Cool. Very good job. That takes some practice. You need some experience to do that, but that's the process of eating and cooking and preparing a chicken in Ethiopia.
It smells so good.
The onions are still simmering. They've probably been simmering for about an hour now, but the aroma is incredible. And this color has started to change to almost a pinkish color. And they're simmering down. They're fully wilted. And another part of Dorowat is eggs. So chicken and eggs. So he's just boiling the eggs now.
There's a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to bring up to the yeast.
Okay.
We are going to wash.
And now that the chicken is parted out, it's time to wash it again, but this time using some of the lemons as well as yeast. And I'm just thinking, if you only eat Dorowat in a restaurant, you never realize the process
Sure.
of even how the chicken is cut into pieces and washed. To me and you as food lovers, knowing the process that goes behind the preparation that goes behind cooking Dorowat, it makes Dorowat even better when we eat it, to acknowledge and to admire the process of it.
Now we are going to add it to the yeast.
Okay. Fermenting injera pep flour is also used as one of the final steps for cleaning the chicken. As the onions continue to cook, and they still need a long more time to cook, gosh, she's going to make us some breakfast. She's going to be making stew here, right? Which is with the leftover injera, which is shredded into chunks. But she simmered down those onions with some oil and tomatoes, and then she just added in the berbere, which is that mix of spices. Sometimes like a dozen or more, or even 20 spices in there, and that just erupted with an incredible aroma. The chilies, oh man, that smells incredible. Oh, love it. And with egg. The Thea food is ready for breakfast.
This is like what we Ethiopians are eating together.
That's how we like it. And yeah, all of that oil and spice and flavor has soaked up like a sponge into the injera. Really good. Oh, it's so nice. It has that sour flavor, but then that spice is just, yeah, it's like a sponge soaking into that injera. You can also use some bread to pick up that gift. It's good too, but yeah, really the future. It's so flavorful with all of that spice. And that will hold us over until Dorowat is ready. The onions have reached their ripeness stage. It's time to add the berbere, which is the flavor, the spice. She added in at least 10 overheaping spoons of berbere to the onions, probably maybe more like 12 or 15, and then stir it up. It's almost like a paste, turned to a paste because the onions have sweated down and have have ripened. And she's adding in some more beurre. That is why you cannot have an exact recipe of beurre, because every family has their own beurre, and you don't measure the beurre, you just add it, and you use your own judgment. Just to bring it over here. Okay. So up until now, the chicken has been bathing in that yeast and lemon water that really smells good. It smells like lemony fresh. Oh yeah, the aroma of that burger and those spices and those onions, it's just unbelievable. Right, Micah? My mouth is actually watering. This is the last wash? Yeah. As you can see, now we added water into the chicken and the water is just completely clear. That is by far the most intense process of chicken cleaning that I've ever seen. As we're waiting for the dough to be done cooking, the correct thing to do in Ethiopia is to drink some coffee. Oh, yes. Fantastic. It is coffee in Ethiopia. It's the best.
Most of the time, right, it's within a coffee ceremony or within as you need to actually
Butter. It's time to put the chicken into the sauce. Good morning. Good afternoon. Oh wow. Oh, she's adding some water, but that aroma is just insane. It's okay. Well, now it's just really simmering, it's slow simmering like lava. The clouds are really rolling in. It's getting really cold. The wind is blowing. I think it's going to rain this afternoon, but Dodoa is almost ready.
Look at this. Yeah, this is what it does.
Yeah, oh, wow. We are sitting down, ready to dig in. It's been an ultimate pleasure to be able to watch the entire process. Thank you so much, and to Bella's wife for the amount of time involved. It took, let me just see what time we started at 9:30, right?
9:30.
Now it is 16:45. It's 4:45 in the afternoon. Now we're sitting down to eat the main meal. But just seeing the process and the effort that went into it, even the cutting of the chicken and washing of the chicken, that just increases my respect and my love for Ethiopian food and Ethiopian culture. And they did an amazing job. That's just like a bouquet of Dodoa nestled between Injera.
Once it's done, okay, all people will begin to just eat such a kind of dish, especially on a holiday.
Okay.
If there is an old dishman
Yes.
present, the old dishman is going to start
Okay.
by just crossing his hand, right?
Okay.
Crossing like his hand like across, right? And by saying the Kesma
And you do that with every food or with a special?
yeah, everything.
Oh, okay. And that's kind of a blessing of prayer for the
Yeah,
meal.
that clothing you can.
Okay.
And okay, praying to God to bless that food, right?
Ah,
That's
okay. you can just see just the onions which have simmered down into that sauce. It's not thickened by anything except for the onions and some oil and the spices in there. So maybe I'll just go in for some of that sauce first. First, before grabbing the chicken, let me just try that sauce. It's so good. The spices in there, the dry chili, the onions. The onions just melt in your mouth because they've been cooked for 5 hours. You taste like the blend of garlic and ginger and fenugreek and cumin and turmeric and all those spices in there. There's no way you would get that complexity of flavor if you didn't cook it for so long.
Yeah.
It's the labor of love. It's the food of love. Has to be cooked for so long to generate that complexity of flavor. Wow. That is like the cleanest chicken I think I've ever had. It tastes so pure. Oh man. And then just wrapped up in that complexity of spice. It's just blowing my taste buds right now. Dip it into the sauce a little more. Look at how clean that is with the bone. How it's washed so many times and then simmered in that sauce. Oh, it's beautiful. Yes. This is so good. Thank you so much. Wow. Some other sauce is added. I'm gonna reach in. I mean, it's so good. The chicken is amazing, but it's so good. The sauce is so incredibly good. You barely even, it's good with just sauce. Spacious sauce. Your taste buds just go to the next level with this. I'll kind of break that egg open. You've got the yolk in there. And again, just kind of like grab a piece. And I'm getting kind of messy, but it's so good and so worth it. Get some of the egg, mix it in with the stew. Oh yeah, look at that.
Psalm 113. Praise the Lord. Praise, O servants of the Lord. Praise the name of the Lord. Blessed be the name of the Lord from this time forth and forevermore. From the rising of the sun to its going down, the Lord's name is to be praised. The Lord is high above all nations, his glory above the heavens. Who is like the Lord our God, who dwells on high, who humbles himself to behold the things that are in the heavens and in the earth? He raises the poor out of the dust and lifts the needy out of the ash heap, that he may seat him with the princes of his people. He grants the barren woman a home, like a joyful mother of children. Praise the Lord.